Hi everybody, welcome back to 2024 and my next Lunch and Learn video. So, where are we standing? We are standing at Trinity Bellwoods Park. Boundaries, as always, we're standing on Queen Street, it's the south boundary, College to the north, Dover Court to the west, and Bathurst to the east. So, there's also a little bit of overlap, Ossington sort of fits in here, Little Italy kind of ends up in here, so it really encompasses quite a big neighborhood. Anyways, Trinity Bellwood, it takes its name from Trinity Bellwoods Park right here. And it was built around the former Garrison Creek ravine. And as I've mentioned in past videos, there are tons of buried creeks in Toronto, and Garrison Creek is one of them. If you pay attention, this is my little interesting tidbit, which I love to do. Starting at Christie Pitts, actually, there's all these ravines. There's Christie Pitts, there's Bigford Park, there's Art Eggleton Park, Trinity Bellwoods Park, and Garrison Creek ran all the way to Lake Ontario. So Trinity Bellwoods, it has 3 baseball diamonds, 8 tennis courts, 2 volleyball courts, an artificial ice rink, an off-leash dog park, a picnic area, wading pool, children's playgrounds. It's great. There's tons of walking, there's park benches. It's a great place, and in the summer, people hang out like crazy here. So, interestingly, Trinity Bellwoods, it was the site of the original Trinity College, and Trinity College is part of U of T. And the college, it was here from about 1852, and it was here for about 100 years. Today, the only remaining artifact is this gate here, which we're filming in front of, which is at the south end of the park. So Trinity Bellwoods houses, they were built largely between 1880 and 1905, and some of the most valuable actually either front onto the park or back onto the park. We're actually standing in front of houses that front onto the park right now. They're spectacular Victorians. These are some really, really great examples. I really, really love these. So during the 20th century, early part of the 20th century, it became a landing site for a lot of immigrants. From the 20s to the 50s, east of the park, there were some Polish, Ukrainian, and large Jewish population. By the 50s and 60s, the area started to change. Italian families started to move in. They're actually a lot closer to College Street. And Portuguese families a little bit west of the park, really surrounding Dundas and Ossington. So after the 60s, Queen Street became a hub of Toronto's artistic community. And it's kind of maintained that vibe. It has been gentrified, as we all know. But it's still dotted with so many galleries and antique shops and bookstores, vegetarian restaurants, fashion and accessory stores, and a ton of great cafes and restaurants. And in the last decade, businesses even along Ossington Avenue, just north of Queen Street, it's changed and it's become really, really trendy that former sports bars and social clubs, they become, trendy bars, restaurants, and galleries and stuff like that. Okay, so we are going to have lunch. We're going to Forno Cultura. Let's check it out. So here we are, Forno Cultura. It's on Queen Street, just east of Dover Court. We had to sneak a couple of bites first. It looks so delicious, the bread. It's fantastic. I really, really like this sandwich. I had a Tuscan chicken with grapes and slaw and provolone, and Joelle got an eggplant on focaccia. It's really, really good. I'd recommend this. So Trinity Bellwoods contains a bunch of interesting, real hard loft buildings, and they were used as manufacturer and industry. And the granddaddy here, the candy factory loft, this one was developed in the 90s, and a lot of them have been repurposed into residential condominiums. The chocolate factory is just down there as well, and there's a handful of others. So prices. So detached houses in the neighborhood, there hasn't been very many. There's only about 10 in the last year. 1.4 for a fixer-upper to like over $5 million for something spectacular. Semis, $1 million to about $3 million, but the lion's share is between 1.5 and 2.5 million. Row houses, $1 million to $2 million, but again, the lion's share between 1.3 to 1.8 million. Condos, 1 bedrooms, low 500s to probably about $900,000. 2 bedrooms, I'll say $900,000 to, if you want something spectacular, $2.5 million. There's these ones on the roof in the candy factory with great terraces. Anyways, I love doing these videos. Please like, share, and we'll talk soon.